Just do a few comments on current events. I'll deal with Maduro. Obviously insane. Um, we'll look at a couple of angles. The reaction is pretty similar. All of this, cheerleading and the triumphalism is very similar to 2003, the first week after that I can remember. It's pretty delusional, I think, from the rightoids and all these people, Captive Dreamer, all those people. It's completely delusional. It's obviously trumped up charges, ridiculous charges. Be a show trial, obviously, and there's just a lot of problems. Is how are they going to control it? Trump says he's going to control Venezuela, but without boots on the ground, how does that work? What does that even mean? They haven't even left the deputy is in charge now, the woman, and he's gone threatening everyone. So how does that work out? It doesn't make any sense. It's all for the spectacle, mostly. But they can't invade. Can't control without invading and putting years and years and years of troops around the oil. And it's got to spend billions, apparently. David Miller, notorious anti-Semite, as they say. $30 to $50 billion just to get the oil rigs up to scratch. And it's a thick crude that it's quite expensive to process. The Americans apparently have the technology. Trump has gone. He's just threatening everyone. He's like a lunatic. He's like a rabid dog now. No opposition. Keep complete acquiescence from the media who knew about it. Bezos, CIA guy, New York Post, the New York Times, CIA-linked outlets, the deep state. Knew about it beforehand but didn't say anything. Could possibly have stopped it. So I don't know. They can't do anything. How can they do anything? He burnt the woman, the Machado woman, who won the Nobel Peace Prize, the neocon. Because she wouldn't hand the prize over to Trump. She wouldn't hand over the Peace Prize to Trump, so he's done the dirty on her. No sign of Juan Guaido. So yeah, it's very similar to 2003. I think the people who think they've won the war already, and that's what they're saying. Mission accomplished, like Bush. That infamous photo and press conference. These rightoids, these retarded MAGA types, completely lost it. They're completely delusional. So if they do try to occupy it, it's going to be very ugly. Maduro distributed a lot of arms. To the general population, so they can. So if they do try to occupy, they can be ambushed. It'd be an insurgency. Be another Vietnam, I think. That's why they didn't go into Yemen, because it'd be just a nightmare. To try to occupy Yemen would have been a lot worse, 10 times worse than Iraq. And this probably wouldn't be that much better. Closer to Vietnam in the jungles. A lot of jungles here. It'd be another Vietnam. Maybe not as many casualties, because they won't stay as long. But what could possibly be the plan? Trump, I think, is sick. He's a lot of aspirin, taking statins, deadly statins, for a long time, and he's fat and eating a lot of greasy food, and he's old now, 80 this year. I don't think he has more than about 12 months to live. That's why he's pushing. Trump is pushing, I think, because he wants to be a world historical figure. He wants to take Greenland. He wanted to take everything. Be a sort of Napoleonic without the defeats. But I don't know. The Europeans won't stand up to him. Starmer, Callas, that woman in the EU, they're just grovelling to him. So they're just encouraging more aggression from Trump by doing that. So he'd go after Greenland. I mean, Greenland is basically on top of Canada, isn't it? It is in Trump's sort of area. Or not Trump's, the USA's area. He's not the country, is he? I think there's sort of a logic to that. But trying to go into Venezuela for the oil makes sense in a way. Like Greenland, but it's going to get ugly. Once they do have to invade, once there's thing, what can they do? I say it again, what's the plan? Trump says he's going to run the country without invading and occupying. So he's just hoping they do what they're told. He's talking about Colombia. He just wants to invade the whole place. He's mad emperor style. Country just disintegrating. And yes, it is disintegrating. They have a strong military, of course, but it's the infrastructure there, the economy's garbage. They're hiding that. Healthcare's unaffordable. The domestic situation there is horrendous. And the Mexicans, he's threatening the Mexicans. They can do a big thing that can cause a lot of trouble inside the United States. Tens of millions of Mexicans and a lot of guns, 400 million guns and 30 million Mexicans. Mexican heritage people, just a small amount of them just take up arms and do low-key sort of terrorist attacks, go into shopping malls and shoot 20 or 30 people dead. The slaughter to come is beyond our, probably beyond our comprehension. To quote Cormac McCarthy. And so, yeah, and it's easy targets too, the World Cup, 3 months. If Trump causes any trouble, it can, get into the stadium. If a few guys got into the stadium with machine guns, just a couple of people, 2 or 3 people, that'd be one of the most notorious sort of terrorist attacks, Hamas style, October 7 style. Possibly someone could come in with paragliders into the stadium. That's sort of one of the few imagined scenarios. A lot of things they could do, a lot of low-key things. You could get hackers into it. Anything. It's just, if Trump has to escalate, this is going to be really ugly. It's going to be one of the most ugly things. Probably make the World War II look like a knitting convention, I think. Very ugly, very thing. I think Trump is sick. I think he's probably got about 12 months to live, and he's trying to cement himself as a great man, so-called. But he's, I don't think it's going to work out. I think they could, I don't know. People are completely delusional about this. The right-wing Mongolians, they're completely delusional about the whole situation. And we've had a thing, Netanyahu's behind it. He's supporting it. I've seen the Bondi thing. Just low-key terrorist attacks like that are on the cards, I think, possibly in the US, a lot of them. Be an ugly, like a years of lead, even worse than that, much worse than that. Could be walking into the abyss, I think. Trump might want to maybe cool it, even give up the delusions, but I don't think his brain's gone. Syphilis, I think. He's syphilitic, and he's looking to make his mark on history as a Napoleonic or Hitler type of figure. And the people who are following along with that, pushing that, following him, the Pied Piper down the road, could really regret this. It could get very, very ugly.